I've been getting a lot of comments about Digits DAO because the price seems a little bit sporadic and a lot of people having doubt about this project long term. Now, this video is just an update of what Digits DAO is, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to go through in this video. So we're going to start with a reminder what Digits DAO actually is, how much I invested, and what my investment looks like at the moment. So as you can see, I've invested on the 9th of February and it's been about, just over 2 months. What has happened since in Digits DAO, the price action, what is the Incubator and the Treasury. And finally, we're going to talk about what is my opinion on Digits since, what I'm going to do with my investment, and whether I would recommend this investment to someone. Of course, you'll have to make the decision for yourself whether this is something you want to get in or no, but let's start with the basics, right? So we're going to start with a reminder what Digits DAO actually is. If you haven't watched my initial video about Digits, I will invite you to follow a link either here or here. I have not figured it out yet. So here's the quick breakdown of what this project is. There's Mr. Digits, and this is his personal wallet, on-chain wallet, which you can verify yourself. And this is a Digits DAO wallet, which you can, again, go to DBank and have a look through and see all the investments and whatnot. He single-handedly traded $100,000 into a $7.8 million within 1 calendar year. And he decided that because he's so good at trading and finding the trends and figuring out what to buy and when to sell, how to size the positions and all of that jazz, which on my previous video, you can also listen to his interview. Basically, he decided to create his own DAO. A lot of people associate DAO with this rebasing mechanism like Wonderland or like Olympus. None of that exists here. Basically, all you do is you take your money, you give it to him, and he trades it until we get a whole bunch of money in our treasury. His initial goal is $100 million, and once he gets to that, he just spreads the money to everyone who holds Digit tokens. As you can see right now, in DBank, it's $6.3 million, which is in Digits DAO right now. This is a very brief breakdown. Actually, that's all you really need to know about the project. You give the money to Digits, he trades it. There is another guy who trades it as well. And then at the end, once we get enough money, he gives it all back. So this is the next step. So we'll talk about how much I invested. I've invested $765.60. It was over 2 transactions. I believe the very first transaction that I bought was about here. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm buying the high. So I bought in here and I was going into negative pretty quickly. At that stage, I didn't really care, to be honest. I've put in like about $360 at the start. And then we went up over here. Then we went up over here. And right here, actually pretty much timed the bottom on that one. I bought a little bit more, I think it was $350. And then it bounced up and then it went down again. In the market that we're in right now, where a lot of tokens are losing a lot of their value, this has been pretty steady. And even if you bought here and it's down here now, I'm going to show you later in the video why this really shouldn't be your main focus. As I said, I've invested a total of $765 and about 50 cents or 60 cents, something around that. Right now, I've got $896. Out of that, I have plus $7 roughly in DAI stablecoin, which I got as a reflections, which honestly no one should care about. Plus, out of all of that, I also have about 14% in tax that I paid. So another minus tax, honestly, I think I'm barely break even. I don't think I will, but I'm also not planning to sell right now. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more in a minute. Why is that? So price action wise, I think we've been doing pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's been stable in a market where everything is going down. I can be happy with it, honestly. I don't see anything wrong with it. Let's move on to, actually, quick word from the sponsors. I don't actually have a sponsor for today's video. However, you can always contribute to this channel by going into the links and into the description of this video and checking out the KuCoin referral links where you can register and get 20% off your fees for life. My my preferred choice of exchange is KuCoin, because honestly, I think they're doing one of the better jobs. If you have any other exchanges you like, please drop a comment down below. You can also sign up for BlockFi, and once you fund your account, you get $100 for free, which I think is pretty nice. So that's for the sponsorship part of this video. Next is Incubator. And I think this is something that I am not happy about. I'll be honest with you. Not really happy about. In saying that, as a Digits play, I'm really happy for the project. I'm not happy for me as an investor. And the reason I'm not happy about it as an investor is because I like to copy trades that Digits makes. I literally follow his wallet on DBank and I see what goes in, what goes out, what he buys, and then I research every one of those projects, and he tells you, do not copy his trades because you get in after him and you leave after him as well. So basically you're his exit liquidity. I like doing it, especially for the projects that I do really enjoy, and I'll cover some of them in the future as well, because I think there is one project that he potentially already got out of, and I think it actually has a very good long-term implication. But because of that project, I found another project. Long story short, I'm going down the research rabbit hole with that one. What Incubator Programs does is basically he provides money, as far as I'm aware, to launch projects. And we've got projects like Snow Thrive, we've got Scrub Finance, we've got Hummus, which is the newest one. Now, we all know that the Snow Thrive kind of went under. They've given out too much at the Genesis mining pool, and it basically demand flooded the market. A lot of people lost money. He is refunding some of the money in part of the Digits tokens to the holders, and I think it's quite nice. But again, just didn't go very well. The Scrub Finance is the one that is currently launched and is on MMF ecosystem and SVN token. It's basically a Tom Fork, if you will. He's quite passionate about it. The reason I'm not happy about Incubator is because I see him as an amazing trader. I hasn't really seen his speciality in creating things and building things and shipping things. So when we look at this Incubator, I've seen that the trading part of Digits DAO has kind of stopped in the meantime. He has invested in Scrub Finance, he's invested in Hummus, and honestly, looking at the numbers, looking at the treasury, I can see that he's making crazy amount of money out of it. And I'm sure when you create a project, you will get silly money out of it, and the treasury will grow. I'm not scared for the treasury, but he stopped trading, and that kind of stopped me looking into different projects. And honestly, not quite happy about it. Super happy for the treasury and for the amount of money that it makes him. Now, next point is going to be about the treasury itself. So current portfolio value is about $5.7 million. It's pretty impressive. The start for the 1st of March was $4 million. Now, RFV, risk-free value, is the value that is not invested. So everything that's profits are taken and everything is about 2.744 million. The current portfolio value is 5.7 million. So the rest money is actually tied into the projects and, you know, everything. Total gains this month alone, the month hasn't finished yet, we're on 17th of this month, is 37.3%, which is incredible gain. For the last month, where most of portfolios are down because, you know, the market's been down in general, you know how much he made? He made cool 50% on the portfolio. I see that as amazing performance. Now, in saying that, I know you as a token holder, potentially you might look at this and like, oh, what do I care if the treasury's gone up? We will touch this in a minute. So 20% are in stables, and this is the magic number, okay? So I'm actually gonna erase everything else. Give me just 1 second. This is the magic number. Why this is the magic number? Because 60.3% is the treasury value compared to the market cap ratio. So the treasury, so this whole pie, is 60% of Treasury. What this really means is that currently there is more market cap than there is actual treasury, which means you're overpaying for the tokens that you're buying. Digits will always trade at a premium because it doesn't make sense for it to be below the initial value. Once this number, the 60%, once this becomes 100%, that means fair value. If it's any more than 100%, that means it's below its value. So this is an easy way to see whether this project is worth it or no. Now, to tell you honestly, this is a better value than when I invested. When I invested, this 60% was, I think, about 40 to 46%. And, you know, I actually got in at the least reasonable valuation. But this also tells you that probably this valuation will not stay long. Again, don't want to make predictions about the price of the token, which I think is irrelevant. The reason why I think it is irrelevant is because of this. So this is amount of months. This is the multiplier. Multiply is 1.3, which stands for 30%. And this is the starting value as of last month for the treasury. You can see that by month 14, the treasury value is $126,753,232. This is all considering that every month we'll be making 30%. If last month we made 50%, this month we're already at 30%, there is a chance we're actually going to expand that to a bigger percentage, which means you have 14 months for Digits to reach his goal, which is about $100 million. Now, in saying that, there are some changes that are happening where he actually wants to get paid for what he does, and the amount he gets paid, I think, is 20%. Don't quote me on that. I've read the Discord, I just forgot about it. But this is roughly what he gets paid, 20% off profit. So if he doesn't make profit, he doesn't get paid, which is fair enough. And honestly, I think he should be compensated because, you know, we kind of just free riding. You just hold the tokens and that's about it. What returns can you expect? Well, look, the desired treasury, because right now we don't know whether it's 50 million or 100 million. There is no hard cap right now. Because he's calling it a DAO, he actually wants to take a vote and see, you know, maybe we can come up with some sort of a common denominator for that. In the case where desired treasury is $50 million, the total supply of digits is $1 trillion. Actually, I think it's billion. Sorry, $1 billion. The dollar amount per digits when this is redistributed is 0.05 cents. Which means I currently own 93,544 digits, and if we multiply these two numbers, we get $4,677.20, which means out of my initial investment that was, what was my initial investment? Which means out of my initial investment of $96 currently, I will get $4,677. In case of case 2, where we've got desired treasury as $100 million, which honestly is the plan at the moment, total supply 1 billion tokens, and it's 10 cents per token, I will get a cool $9,354 right here, which is an amazing return on the money that I personally have invested. Now, let's face the facts. Is this a risky project? Is there a fear that Digits will run away? Well, he is KYC'd, so technically his personality is known. But again, that's not always the point. Is there a chance that he will run away with all the money? I personally highly doubt it because he's got $7 million and I see how much money he's making with other investments by tracking his wallet. And honestly, I can tell you that I highly doubt that he will, because he's got enough money that dealing with legal issues and legal problems that comes with running away while being KYC'd, I don't think he will take that risk. I think it's too much. He can just go and make more money. Whether he will be able to sustain this growth constantly and make more and more money every month, he's proved himself to be quite good at it, and I think he has everything it takes and everything he needs to make that happen. So far, his performance been great. In the down market, 50%, it's been amazing. The Incubator actually made him a really good chunk of cash. And I think that in the down market right now, where trades are limited, where things are not going up as they always did, this has been a great idea for him and for his portfolio. Now, time is the biggest issue for most of the investors into Digits, because this is not a project where you invest and then you check every day and then you see how everything goes. This is the project where you invest a small, tiny amount of the money that you're willing to lose. It can be 10%, it can be 5%, whatever you decide the right amount of money is. You invest into this project and then you check in a year's time. I mean, you can check in on the news and Discord a bit more often. If you join the Discord, you'll see how level-headed they are and how just generally great the team is and how the conversation's flowing there. This is the project that is a long-term. It's not a passive income play. It's not, let's wait for the token price to go up. You looking for the treasury to grow and for the treasury to be divided. It doesn't matter the token price. If the token price is the same when the treasury is, let's say, 90 million, I'm gonna load up a boat with those tokens because I know that I can get, I can invest less and get the bigger chunk of the treasury. And I think it's a fair play. I think that, and actually Digits DAO owns all the tokens that they've had in the market, so you're just buying them from the treasury, because he realizes how precious those tokens are, and just having them on an open market is a bit silly. So in my opinion, this is a great project where you should put only the money that you can afford to lose, because if you put money you can't afford to lose, I don't have guarantees on it. But to me, this is one of the safest bets that I'm making, because there are no rebases, there is no Ponzonomics. This is just some guy who's really good at trading, and he does that for you. All you have to do is just wait. And the waiting part is something that a lot of people struggle with. As always, please check out the description in the comments down below, where you can see all the affiliate links and support this channel through that. If you want to leave a comment about projects I should check out, or if you're in Digits DAO, what are your thoughts about it? I'll be happy to listen to that, and I'll see you all in the next video.